Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Achak Wadash. Double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone who are well and who taught us the truth. Today's lesson will be entitled, We are coming into the time where true life will begin. We are coming into the time when true life will begin. Because right now, this isn't living. This isn't life. This is just a facade of life. You get a few crumbs here and there. But, this isn't true living, man. But we're coming to the time to where, true life will flourish. First and foremost, through the nation of Israel, which will then, go to the rest of the earth. This is, and true life is really, once we get into the kingdom, man, immortality, everlasting life, everlasting rest. The laws being written in our inward parts and the Israelites' inward parts. And, just flourishing for all eternity. That's going to be true life, man. It's going to be great. Not a boring day. Real quick, Revelation 21 and verse 4. Revelation 21 and 4, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Yeah, no more stubbing your toe, no more, as the world calls it, heartbreak. Adultery amongst the nation of Israel. Rulership, power. The times and the things that we're coming into, man. And that time is quickly and fastly approaching. Second Ezra, real quick, let's get this. Second Ezra 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And Esau is quickly being brought out of rulership, out of his power seat. His hegemony is being brought down and collapsing before our very eyes. And this is the time, man. We're right there to where Esau will be, thrust out of rulership. And Jacob, starting with Yahweh Shai, and the rest, and the 144,000, rest of the elect, will come and next. They'll be placed into the power seat next, and that will be for all eternity. Yahweh Shai being at the forefront of it all. Let's go back to the Old Testament real quick as well. Daniel 2 and verse 44. And it reads, And in the days of these kings shall the power, the Most High of heaven, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So, and that's true living, man. When we're going to be in rulership for all eternity, our kingdom will never be destroyed. With the Yahweh Shai again at the forefront of it. This is so 2 Ezra 7 and verse 41. Even so now, seeing corruption has grown up, and it says, and wickedness is increased, and wickedness increased. So how can you call this living when wickedness surrounds the earth? When corruption, surrounds the earth? Even when you get Isaiah, the 60th chapter, speaks about, darkness covering the earth. Isaiah 60 and verse 2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. So you can't call this living when darkness, let's just see, let's go into that word life, true life. And then we'll come back to the Isaiah 60. Let's see, how many scriptures are there? 409, great. Let's see if we can find a scripture. see this one. Psalm 36 and verse 8. We'll start at 7. It says, how excellent is thy loving kindness, O power. Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. They shall be abundantly satisfied with the fatness of thy house, and thou shalt make them drink of the rivers, of the river of thy pleasures. For with thee is the fountain of life, and thy light shall we see light. So, the fountain of life is through Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You can't receive, the fountain of life through any other means. Let's get that word life here. H24:16. Chaya. It says chaya. It says living, alive, flowing, lively, active. Revival, renewal. So yeah, man, when you look around, this place isn't truly lively. It isn't truly active, fresh, flowing. This place is corrupt. Life, strong, this place is dead, man. So this isn't a true life, man. This isn't light. This is darkness. So going back into the Isaiah 60 now. Verse 2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So let's get that word darkness. H28:22. It says chashak, darkness, obscurity. Let's get that word obscurity. Insignificance. So yeah, this place is insignificant, man. And you should look at it as this place and this society that we're living in being insignificant, unimportant. That's the only place that surrounds this place, man. Unimportance. Number 4, darkness, blackness, dimness, gloom, gloominess. This is what surrounds this earth, man. Life does not surround this earth. Darkness does. Death does. Sorrow, wickedness, misery. So this is what it said, what darkness shall cover the earth. So misery covered the earth. Destruction covered the earth. Death covers the earth. Ignorance, sorrow, wickedness covered the earth. And it says gross darkness, the people. So even more so the people, man. Get that word gross. It said gross darkness. H6205. It says I repel. Cloud, heavy or dark cloud, gross darkness. Gloom, gross, dark. So let's get that word just gross. So could say with gross darkness. Very obvious and unacceptable. Unattractive, unpleasant, general or large scale. So yeah, even more so to people, man. And this isn't life, man. So like I said, verse 41 back in 2 Ezra 7, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. So this present life that we're living in, this isn't our final hoorah. This isn't, where we end. This isn't the end. Oh yeah, we're gonna grow old and die here and come back 3 or 4 generations later and do it all over again. surrounded by wickedness, surrounded by ungodliness, surrounded by darkness, surrounded by misery and death and mourning, and so on and so forth. No, this isn't the end of that, man. This isn't, all there is, because the Lord said that He has, His thoughts towards us is peace. Let's get that. Jeremiah 29 and verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. In the NLT it says, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord Yahweh. There are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Let's get that word peace. Shalom. Right here, H7965, Shalom. Completeness, soundness, peace, health, prosperity. This is life, man. This is true life. And the Lord has welfare. That's the Lord's thoughts towards us. The Lord's thoughts toward us is not to leave us here forever in darkness. And this facade of a society, what these people call life. Oh yeah, I'm living it up. What they call it, living lavish. No, man, this isn't that. We're truly going to live lavish in the kingdom, but right now we're not going to. We're just the Lord's going to just give us enough to get by, man. That's all we need. That's all I need. That's what we're coming into, man. And it said to give you an expected end. H8615, Taqwa, hope, expectation, hope, ground of hope, things hoped for, outcome. Which reminds me a few scriptures, and then I'm gonna end it. Things hoped for. What are we hoping for? One, I'm just going to quote it. Matthew 6 and verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. We're hoping for the kingdom, man. We got to seek the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. 2 Peter 3 and verse 13. Verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. This is what we're hoping for. This is what we're seeking for. This is what we're praying for. This is what we're expecting, anticipating, searching for, seeking for, craving for, man. True life. And we're coming to that time where the Lord is going to grant us, Lord willing, we be a part of the elect, true life, man, which all Israel shall be saved. But it starts with the elected nation Israel being saved on this side. As well as Hebrews 12, or is it 13:12? How's it go? For here we have no continuing city. Where's that at? Thought it was 12 and 13. (13 and 14). Hebrews 13 and 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Now let's get that word continuing. See what that says. It says to remain, to abide, not to depart, continue to be present, to be held, to endure, not to perish, to last. So yeah, this isn't the one. It says to wait for, to await one. This is not the life, the city that we've been waiting for, man. America is not the city that we've been waiting for. America is not the city, the country, the establishment that we've been waiting for. Oh yeah, this is what we've been, the promised land. This is the exact place that we've been waiting for, to where we live forever, and we'll have a grand old time and live it up and have a blast with the Most High and His Son. No, this isn't it, man. But we're coming into that very soon, and that's what the apostles had asked Yahushai when he arose from the dead and was sojourning with them. Acts 1 and verse 6, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So is now the time that true life is going to begin? Is now the time where you're going to restore the kingdom to Israel? Again, restore, to give it back to us, to Israel, man. Not to everybody. Because they understood that in the time period that they was living, that wasn't the time, and that wasn't where they wanted to end up. They didn't want to end up and die under the rulership of the Romans. They wanted Yahweh. They was inquiring if Yahweh was about to come back and restore the kingdom then, fulfill prophecy then. But what did Yahweh say? Verse 7. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his power, in his own power. So understanding that wasn't the time to where true life was going to begin, and the kingdom of heaven being established on earth. But now we see that this, because there was still prophecy that had to be fulfilled at that time. But now we're seeing that this is that time, man, to where Yahweh is about to return and grant unto us true life, true living. This is that time, man. Again, verse 42, he answered me, back in 2 Ezra 7 and 42, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end, where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. So this isn't the end, man, where much glory abideth. But we're coming to the time when that will be, when we receive that glory, that true life, beginning with Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, of the time that we're living in now, man. And the beginning of the immortality for to come. And that's what we're waiting for. No more corruption, no more intemperance, no more infidelity, no more wickedness, no more ungodliness, no more unrighteousness, no more sin, no more transgression. But immortality, man. Perfection, peace, stability, rest, true life, true living, man. We're coming to that time. And we're seeing it before our very eyes, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai bring these prophecies to pass, so that true life can finally begin and last forever, and not just for a moment. Because this place is just for a moment. As it reads in 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. We're continuing on. And the beginning of immortality for to come, where incorruption is past, intemperance is at the end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. And we can't wait, man, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai to finally destroy this place, destroy America, aka Babylon the Great, fulfill prophecy, fulfill the few prophecies that are left, and bring about that kingdom which shall last forever. So it's very close, man. We just got to continue to endure, continue to wait, continue to push forward, and remain patient, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash. And double honors, as always, to the apostles, bishops,